Hello everyone, Nor here. How are you? It's been really warm here in the UK for last few days or so, and the weekend was really hot. And it feels like summer is finally arriving. So today's practice is mat-based yoga, and then slow and then taking it easy for this warm weather. So let's begin our practice in Supta Baddha Konasana. So butterfly pose. So sole of your feet together, large diamond shape with the legs, and roll all the way down to the ground. And palms to your belly. And breathe into your belly. Breathe into your palms. Inhale, belly rise. Exhale, belly soften. Inhale, belly rise. Exhale, belly sinks down. One more breath here. And then return to your natural breathing. In and out through your nose. And then from here, on your next inhale, reach both arms over your head. Exhale, soften your shoulders. And then inhale, reach and then stretch, pressing feet towards each other and the arms away. And the exhale, soften. And a couple more times like that. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, soften. Inhale. Exhale. And from here, release your hand, place palms outside your thighs, and close your knees. And bring your knees towards your chest. And you rock side to side. And roll onto your favorite side and push yourself up. And then come up to a seated position. Feel free to grab cushions, blanket, or maybe even if you prefer the blocks, and place them underneath your buttocks. And that helps to bring the floor closer towards us and also helps the pelvis slightly forward. So legs will extend forward, feet together, knees together. And then inhale, arms reach up to the sky, and then press thigh bones down and the pelvis down. But arms and the fingers will reach up to the sunshine. Inhale. And exhale, bend to the right side. Breathe into the left side of your body. Inhaling. Exhaling. And you lower your left palm down, maybe on the floor or side of your thighs. And walk your right hand towards you. Roll your shoulders down. Press stay on them. And gaze over to your right shoulder. Come to a twist. Breathe into your spine. And slowly return to the center. Arms reach up. And exhale, bend to your left side. Breathe into right side and then inside your ribcage, inhaling. And then exhale, lower your right palm down, either on the floor or on the side. And walk your left hand towards you. And then press tailbone down. And then lift. And then gaze over to your left shoulder. Inhaling. Exhaling. And from here, slowly return to the center, anchoring your spine. And place palms underneath your knees. And slide in the feet. And then extending the arms now, extending the legs nice and wide. Again, tailbone down, and inhale, arms reach. And as you exhale, this time the left, turn to your left side, and a hinge from the hips come forward, and the left hand to the floor, right hand to either on your shins or ankles, or grab outer edge of your left foot. And the tailbone down and lengthen, reach your chest forward. And slowly come back to the center, arms reach. And exhale, turn to your right side, so towards your right toe. And a hinge from the hips come forward. And lower your right palm down outside your right leg. Left hand anywhere you prefer, the shins, ankles, or outer edge of your foot, or maybe even on your side. And inhale. And exhale, slightly come forward. And slowly back to the center. And inhale twice more like this. Arms reach. And exhale to the left, hinge from the hips come forward. And the right hand anywhere you like to place them. Inhale, chest forward. And exhale, lower. Back to the center, arms reach. And exhale, turn to your right. Hinge from the hips, come forward. And inhale, chest forward. Exhale, lower down. And one more time. So slowly back to the center, arms reach. Exhale to the left. Hinge from the hips. And reach chest forward. And exhale, forward. Return to the center, arms reach. Exhale to the right. Hinge from the hips. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, forward. And release your hand and then come back to the center. Place palms underneath your knees and lift the knees and slowly lift the feet together. And hug your knees in. And curl in. Come to a forward fold. Breathe. Either hug your knees in or place both palms inside your legs and walk your feet wide and keep walking your hands forward until when you feel enough stretch, and breathe. Walk your hand towards you to come up, and this time place hands underneath your knees and close your knees and squeezing the knees together, and keep your hand back of your thighs, and then come to a tiptoes. So walk your feet in. So come to a tipping point, shoulders down, lift in the chest. Breathe. So spine away from your pelvis. And if on your next inhale, keep your toes on the floor and the arms reach. 3, 2, 1. Keep squeezing the knees, and then this time extend your arms forward. 3, 2, 1. And place palms behind your sides and feet down. And breathe. Just one breath here to rest. And we're going to add on. Palms behind your sides. And walk your feet in and come back to the tiptoes. Shoulders out. And keep squeezing your knees. Or if you have one of those bricks, and place the brick between your knees. And keep squeezing, not to drop on the floor. Shoulders down and lift the chest. And this time on your next inhale, and lift the legs, or you might prefer toes on the ground. And from here, on your next inhale, your arms reach. 3, 2, 1, and then extend forward. Keep your chest lifted. 3, 2, 1, and this time extend the arm to the side. 3, 2, 1, and then place palms behind your sides. Slowly take your time. Lower your feet down. And then if you're using the blocks, remove your blocks or bricks. And place palms behind you. Walk your feet wide. And the knees to the side, lower knees. Lovely. And back to the center. And this time, sole of your feet together. And grab your ankles or shins. And from here, come onto the tips. So lift your heels. So maybe you might prefer slightly towards your inner thigh or maybe slightly away from your inner thigh. So feet together and then lifting the heels. Breathe. And from here, stay where you are or lift feet up off the ground. 3, 2, 1. And slowly return your feet back to the earth. Walk feet wide and palms underneath your knee or back of your thighs. And then inhale, chest forward. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, rounding. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And back to the neutral position. And again, feet together. Grab your shins or ankles. Or maybe lifting the heels. Or maybe lifting the feet entirely off the floor. And keep pressing the feet towards each other. Lift the chest. Inhaling. Exhaling. And then keep pressing. And either stay here, option 1. And option 2, maybe one at a time, extending your legs. One at a time. And then maybe this is your movement for your hips, for your thighs. Or option 3, extending both legs and tailbone down, lifting the chest. Breathe. So whichever the options you choose, breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath here. And from here, take your time slowly. If your legs were extended, bend your knees. And then everyone, lower your feet down. And again, feet wide, maybe hands on knees or back of your thighs. And inhale, chest forward. Exhale, rounding. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. And on the next inhale, come back to the center. Release your palms down to the ground. And from here, big toes touching, knees wide. And send your sit bones towards your heels. And sliding the palms away. So extending your arms. Breathe. And soften. Breathe into the back of your body. And then when you breathe out, feeling the softening front of your body. And from here, we're going to add movement. On your next inhale, slowly shifting away forward. And legs wide. And then lower your pelvis down. Come to a cobra pose. Or maybe you might prefer sphinx pose. And then inhale, lift the hip, big toes touching, sit bones back to the heels. And then twice more like this. Inhale, nice slow movement. Exhale. Feeling the movement in the hips and the spine. And then exhale. Pose it here in an extended child pose. Breathe. And from here, walk your palms towards you. Lower your buttocks down. And then this time, we're going to lie on the side. So my right side down. And then extending your legs. And then come to a beach pose. So elbows down, bending your elbows, and then maybe resting side of your face or the head on your palms. It's nice this. And then this time, the top leg bend, top knee bend, and then lower down. And then this hand either on your side or stay here. Option 1. Option 2, slide in the back leg. And maybe find your bottom foot with your top hand. And roll your shoulders down, open the chest. Or maybe you might prefer forearms down and press your elbows down. So come up slightly more, come up. Roll your shoulders down and lift in the chest. And breathe. So whichever the position you are in, breathe nice and slow. Nice and long. And then let your muscles soften. Lovely. One more breath here. And on your next exhale, slowly release your hand. And from here, lie front on the mat. And the head to one side, arms rested by your side. And just one breath here. And from here, we explore second side. Plant the palms underneath your shoulders, lift the hip, and lie on the other side. So my side is left side, so I come this way. So extending legs, and come to a beach pose, or maybe watching a TV pose. And then this hand either resting on the side to start off with, and the top knee bend and down. And option 1, stay here. And option 2, sliding the bottom leg back and then bending the knee. And then find your bottom toe, foot with top hand. Roll your shoulders down. And then breathe and then soften. And then option 3, forearms down. And press forearms down, elbows down. And keep grabbing your foot or toes. And then stay here. So any positions you prefer. And breathe. Breathe into the hips and shoulders. Lovely. One more breath here. Inhale. And then exhale with a big sigh. And slowly release your hand. And then this time lie on your back. Lovely. And hug knees in towards your chest. Rock side to side. Back to the center. And then from here, release your hand and then extending the both legs to the sky. Feel free to place your palms back of your thighs. Or maybe you might prefer capital T or over your head. Or you might prefer open the legs wide and the hands inside your thighs to roll your thighs towards you. So any positions. Stay here. 5 more breaths. Lovely. And slowly bend your knees, hug your knees in. And slowly curl it in. So curl your spine and the nose towards your knees. And then roll all the way down. And the feet on the ground. Knees are touching. And either stay here in a constructive rest, or maybe you might prefer legs extended and arms by your side. Come to a Shavasana, or side, come on your side, side lying Shavasana. Feel free to grab blanket, cushions, use that as a pillow, or maybe you might prefer cover over you. Or come up to a seated position. Any position you feel good, feel comfortable, feel nurturing in this moment. Feel free to stop the video and stay where you are as long as you wish. In the meantime, close our practice. And inhale, arms reach, join your palms together, and exhale, hand to the heart center. Thank you very much for your practice today.